you approach her, you say something funny, she laughs, but then nothing. Nothing at all. You ask a question, she gives you a short answer, you try another angle, another short answer, you make a joke, she smiles politely, but her energy doesn't change at all. You're doing everything right, everything Marni's told you to do. You're being fun, you're being engaging, you're asking good questions, but she just won't budge. She won't give you anything. She's not being rude. She's not walking away. She's just there giving you nothing to work with. If you've ever worked your ass off in a conversation and gotten absolutely nothing back from the woman that you're talking to or trying to talk to, if you've ever felt like you're doing all the right things, but she just wasn't opening up, if you've ever walked away thinking, what the hell was I supposed to do in that situation to get some attraction? This video is for you. I'm going to tell you what's actually happening in these moments, why everything you're doing is making it worse, and exactly how to flip this situation around. All right, let's get into it. I'm Marni, and from here on out, I'm going to be your very own personal wing girl, and I am going to tell you what women really want versus what they say they want. Plus, I'm also going to give you the most effective methods to win over any woman you like. So just hit that subscribe. I always stumble over that subscribe button now so you never miss a video. All right, I want to read you an email that I got from a client this week, and I guarantee this is going to sound very familiar. He writes to me, Marni, I approached this hot blonde, asked if she was the cute blonde in one of my classes last semester, and that made her laugh. But everything fell off from there. I asked a question, she gave a short answer. Another question, she gave another short answer. And then she said, I'm on a time crunch, which was a clear out. And I said, okay, goodbye. And then he asks me, where can I fix this? Where did I go wrong? Now, here's what most guys think when this happens. I just need better material, better questions. If I can just figure out the right thing to say, she's going to open up. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. Here is the truth that nobody wants to hear. She was never attracted to you or into you. Not even in the beginning when she laughed. That laugh, that was politeness. That was this guy seems harmless, I'll be nice. That was not attraction. You didn't have attraction and lost it. That was not attraction. And everything you did after that, every question, every joke, every attempt was landing on a woman who had already decided she wasn't interested in you. You weren't building attraction. You were confirming her decision. Now, here's where most guys really get it wrong. They think, great, I'm in the friend zone. No, you're not. You're not her friend. She doesn't see you as a friend. She sees you as the guy who cannot take a hint. That is not the friend zone. That is the I'm not attracted to you zone, and I don't want to be your friend. But here's the good news. There is a way to flip this. It's time to recalibrate. And before I show you how, I need to explain something, because if you don't understand why your approach isn't working, you're just going to keep making the same mistake. So here's exactly what's happening. When a woman isn't giving you anything back, your gut tells you to try harder, be funnier, ask better questions, fill the awkward silences, keep the conversation going until you finally break through. And I know that's partially my fault because that's part of the advice I've given to you, but that instinct is totally wrong. And it actually makes things worse. Think about it from her perspective. She's already not feeling it. And now you're trying even harder. You're putting in more effort. You're leaning in more. You're asking more questions. What does that communicate to her? It tells her you're desperate. It tells her you don't have other options. It tells her that her lukewarm response is the best you can get, so you're clinging to it. Or it tells her that you just are not aware at all. And it's a complete attraction killer. But there's something else going on too. The more you push, the more she resists. It's human nature. When someone feels like they're being convinced of something or pushed towards something, they automatically pull back. It's like when someone tells you, oh my God, you have to watch this show. You have to. It's amazing. You are going to love it. Seriously, you need to watch it, right? That intensity. What happens? Part of you doesn't want to watch it anymore just because they push so hard. That's what you're doing to her. Every attempt to keep the conversation going is making her want to leave more. And here's the other thing. We value what's scarce. We take for granted what's easy to get. Right now, you're easy to get. You're always there, always available, always trying. There's no mystery. There's no challenge. There's nothing for her to wonder about. So how do you flip this? How do you change things up? You do the opposite of what your gut is telling you to do. Instead of trying harder, you pull back. Instead of filling silences, you leave. Instead of trying to complete the interaction, you leave it incomplete. So let me tell you exactly what I told my client to do. I said, next time you see her, say, "What's up, cute blonde? How was your weekend?" Listen to her answer, then say, "Nice," and then leave. That's it. That's the whole interaction. 30 seconds done. Easy peasy. He thought my response was crazy. He said, "That's it? How is that going to help?" Here's how. Right now, he's the guy who won't go away. He's the guy who keeps trying to have long conversations that she doesn't want to have. He's the guy she's trying to escape from. But if he does what I told him, now he's something different. Now he's the guy who popped in, said something fun, and left before she wanted him to. Wait, before she wanted him to. Yes. That is the key. See, when you leave first, when you cut the interaction short, something interesting happens in her brain. This is science, this is psychology. She's left with an incomplete experience, and our brains hate incomplete experiences. We obsess over them. We keep coming back to them. It's why you can't stop thinking about a TV show that ended on a cliffhanger. It's why an unfinished argument keeps you up at night. When you leave her hanging, even just a little bit, she thinks about you more than if you'd stayed for 20 minutes trying to impress her. So here's what my client's new approach looks like. Interaction 1. "Hey, cute blonde, how was your weekend?" She answers. He says, "Nice, catch you later," and walks away. 30 seconds done. That's the first step. Interaction 2, a few days later. There she is. Did you survive that exam? Brief exchange. He ends it first, walks away. Interaction 3, a little longer. Maybe a joke, maybe some light teasing, but still, he's the one who ends it. So do you see what's happening? He's training her. He's going from the guy who won't take a hint to the fun guy who keeps popping up but never stays long enough afterwards because he's not interested anymore. He's got other things going on. He's not pursuing anymore. He's just existing in her world, being friendly, being fun, but not trying to get anywhere. And that shift, that is where the magic happens, because now she starts to wonder, why isn't he trying anymore? Why isn't he pushing for my number? Why does he seem totally fine with these 30-second interactions with wonderful old me? Does he not like me anymore? And that thought, that curiosity, that's what starts to flip things. So let me walk you through what actually happens in her brain when you do this right. Stage 1, relief. At first, when you stop trying so hard, she just feels relief. Oh God, he got the hint. This is normal. Don't panic. Don't think, see, I knew it. She's glad I'm gone. This is just the first stage, okay? So I want you to keep going. Stage 2, she starts to notice. After a few of these brief positive interactions, where you leave first, something shifts. She thinks, he's different now. He's not trying to trap me in conversations anymore. He's actually kind of pleasant. She starts associating you with a good feeling instead of that uncomfortable feeling. When is this going to end feeling? Stage 3, curiosity. This is where the real flip happens. She starts actively wondering about you. Why isn't he trying like before? Did he meet somebody? Is he over it? Why does he seem okay? Her brain needs to figure you out. And to figure you out, she has to think about it a lot. Stage 4, investment. And here's the beautiful part. If you stay consistent with this, she starts investing. She might extend conversations that you were about to end. She might find reasons to be where you are. She might actually initiate something. And here's the crazy part. When she starts putting in effort, her brain actually convinces itself that she likes you. It's backwards, but it's true. We like people more after we invest in them. Her effort creates her attraction, not your effort, hers. And that's the flip. Now let me show you what this looks like in a few different scenarios. Let's say you see her at a coffee shop. The old you would have walked over, try to start a conversation, ask questions, try to keep it as long as possible, maybe work up the nerve to ask for her phone number. The new you walk by, you make eye contact, you smile, say, "Hey, trouble," and keep walking to order your coffee. Maybe you wave on your way out. That's it. Brief, positive, zero neededness. What about if she texts you back after taking forever to respond? Old you would respond immediately. Finally, she texted back. Quick, keep the conversation going before she disappears again. New you match her energy. You take your time, you keep it short. You don't act like her text just made your whole day. What if you run into her at a party? Old you would spend the whole night orbiting near her, trying to talk to her, following her around, hoping for another chance. New you say hi. You have a fun 1-minute conversation. You say, "Good seeing you." And then you go talk to other people. You let her see you having a great time without her. You let her see other women touching you and laughing at your jokes. The principle in all of these situations is the same. You're present, but you're not pursuing. You exist in her world. You're friendly when you see her, you're fun to talk to, but you're not trying to get anywhere. You're not extracting anything from her. You're not needy. That energy is what changes everything. Now, while you're working on this shift, let me tell you about something else that helps you show up with real absolute confidence. It is today's video sponsor, Tiege Hanley, a men's skincare system that makes taking care of yourself stupid simple. Here's what I've learned coaching thousands and thousands of men. When you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you show up differently. That matters more than most guys realize. Tiege Hanley gives you everything you need in one box to clean your face and make it look good. A cleanser, moisturizer, exfoliator, all the right instructions so you don't mess up a single step. Part of becoming non-needy is actually liking who you are, and that includes looking in the mirror and being happy with what you see. So I want you to click the first link in the description box below to get 20% off your first order of Tiege Hanley. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. All right, back to what I was saying. Back to the flip. Now, I need to warn you about something because I see guys mess this up all the time. Some guys hear this advice and they swing way too far in the other direction. They go from being too eager to being cold, ignoring her, being rude, acting like she doesn't exist. That is not the play. That's just being weird and petty. The goal isn't to punish her for not being interested. She'll be fine with the punishment. The goal is to become genuinely non-needy while still being a warm, positive person. Think of it like this. You're the sun. You shine on everyone. You're warm, you're positive, but you don't chase anybody. You don't need anyone to appreciate your warmth. You just exist, being awesome, and people naturally gravitate towards you. So if she walks by, you're friendly. If she talks to you, you're engaging and fun, but you don't need anything from her. And more importantly, you don't show that you need anything from her. That's the energy that we're going for here. And look, I'll be honest with you, this takes time. You're not going to flip rejection into attraction overnight. This is a longer game. Weeks, sometimes months of brief positive interactions. But here's what I want you to understand. The skills you're building here, they work on everyone, not just this one woman. Learning to be non-needy, learning to leave conversations early, learning to create curiosity instead of chasing, these skills will transform your entire dating life. So even if it doesn't work with this particular girl, you still win because you're becoming the kind of man who attracts women naturally instead of chasing them desperately. Now, let me leave you with one more thing, and this might be the most important part of this entire video. The reason most guys stay stuck in this situation isn't because they don't know the right tactics. It's because it's deeper than that. It's about your identity. About identity deep down, you believe that if you just try hard enough, if you prove yourself enough, she'll finally see your value. But that belief is the problem. Every time you try harder, you're communicating something loud and clear. I don't think I am enough as I am. I need to earn her interest. And that is the opposite of attractive. The most attractive men I know have a completely different belief running in the background. They believe, I'm a great guy. I have a lot to offer. If she doesn't see it, that is fine. All those other women will. My life is awesome either way. They're not cold. They're not arrogant. They're just secure, complete, not looking for a woman to validate their existence. And women can feel that difference. Within seconds of meeting you, she knows whether you're the guy who needs her approval or the guy who is genuinely okay with it. Without it. So yes, use everything I taught you today. Recalibrate, pull back, leave conversations early, create curiosity instead of chasing. But also do the deeper work. Work on actually believing you're freaking amazing, because when you really believe it, when it's not an act, you won't need these tactics. The right energy is going to flow out of you naturally. Now, before I go, I want you to think about something. What if the real issue that's been holding you back with women this whole time is that you're being too nice? Not nice in the way women actually love, but too nice. The kind of nice that makes her see you as safe and harmless instead of exciting and attractive. The kind of nice that lands you exactly where my client was, doing everything right, but getting nowhere. So how nice are you actually? That's why I created a quiz that tells you if you're being too nice to women, the kind of nice that kills attraction, or if you're hitting the right balance. It takes 2 minutes to fill out. It's completely free, and it might even explain a lot about why you keep ending up in situations like the one we just talked about today. So I want you to click the link, second link in the description box below, to take the Nice Guy quiz right now. Find out if your niceness is working for you or against you. And if this video finally helped you see what's been going wrong, if you had that, oh, that's what I need to do differently moment, I want you to tell me about it. Okay? So, as always, thank you for watching this video to the very end, and I will see you next week.